Super Smack. Welcome to Super Smack.
Welcome to the Smack.
The rugby podcast from the fans, for the fans. We had a little break. We had a little break, me and Gareth. We got a little busy in our personal lives.
Yeah, sorry,
but
guys.
What we wanted to do is have a little summation of the last
A summation? Is it a summation or a summary?
Summation.
What's the difference?
Probably summary. A summation.
Summation or
there is
summary?
A summary, or we're going to
do a summation.
Summation.
Do a summary.
And the product of the summation is the summary.
Jesus, we paid attention in sixth form English. Actually, I don't remember studying summary.
No, neither do I, mate.
Today we're going to do summary versus summation, a commonly mistaken pair of words.
Is there one thing that you missed at school that you, like, you know, sometimes you just have a day off and then you don't figure out how to do something? Like, I don't
remember one single day. But,
no, but I think
maybe a week or two.
I think I wasn't there the day where we did long division, and I could never really do like long division.
Mate, there would have been more days on that. I mean, I remember spending fucking weeks on long division.
Never got it. Never locked in.
Could you do it now? You couldn't do an equation now.
We don't need to. I mean, I can add stuff. I'm pretty good at adding in my head, multiplying.
Thank God. Okay, that's great. You
That's
did your
right.
times tables. So what you learned
in the times tables. I mean, I could. Okay,
that's not
I could do all of anything up to 12. I could do.
You can do up to 12 times 12, can't you?
Yeah.
Yes, you can. Like every other person.
144.
Mate, my 10-year-old nephew can do that.
Yeah.
144.
4 is 32.
Okay, all right. Speaking of times tables,
we've already gone into a fucking tangent.
It's times to talk about rugby.
Yeah.
That's weird.
Fuck, don't you love Dave Rennie? I am so happy. Every time I see his lovely head on the screen.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, he kind of looks like one of those, you know, those figurines that you've got up there behind you. He kind of looks like one of those bobbleheads. He'd make a really good bobblehead.
He's got a lovely large head, doesn't he, Dave?
Yeah.
Like, but it's all in proportion with his body. But he's got a lovely square jaw, square head. Yep. And I watched Paddy Gower's little piece that he did with him on Sky, and it was really nice, Paddy. If you're listening,
well done, mate.
It was beautiful. They started singing Sound of Music together. Well, no, Dave was listening to it in the car because he's a massive fan of Sound of Music. I just thought that it was just funny. But you just got an insight into how sure he's, unlike Razor, he's sure of what he's doing. He's just one of those coaches we've got again who knows exactly what he wants from the players and from his time here.
But
I can't
he
believe
also doesn't
Razor,
He doesn't really have any secrets, Dave Rennie, either. Like he almost like brazenly tells people, like tells reporters and stuff what he's going to do, who he's going to select. He's done that a few times, where he's actually like, you know, he gave us some big clues about Tupou Vai.
Nothing to hide. Nothing to hide. Who cares?
But it's a fucking great attitude.
Yeah, makes me just go, maybe we shouldn't have done that to Razor. I think Razor wasn't ready, mate. And we selected him, and right from the start, he was like a deer in the headlights.
Yeah, but mate, everyone wanted Razor. Everyone, the New Zealand public wanted Razor. You know, and you know, it was just a failed little project.
Yeah, Dave was talking on this thing. He was just going through his experience again. They got him to talk through all the teams he's coached, and you just went through it all. And he kept citing. He's like, "Oh, I'm an old bugger now." And it's the experience that you have of all the ups and downs and the failures and everything that makes him great. And I went, yeah, Scott Robertson had none of those. He pretty much had no failures. He had a whole bunch of successive wins at the Crusaders and no kind of idea of adversity or anything.
On a beautiful tropical island down in Canterbury.
Just such, now that you think about it, such a weird decision from those employers to you know, and the CV was completely wrong in some ways for the All Blacks job, whereas Rennie's is bang on. Hansen's was bang on. I mean, Ted's. These guys had coached Wales, for Christ's sakes. I mean, there's no other more uphill adversity that you need than coaching Wales. And that was actually in the height of Wales, weren't they? They were Grand Slam champions at that point. But still, you've worked in the right environment.
You've got a good resume behind you. You've got a long list, but I love him. I feel safe. I feel safe with Dave. I no longer have to worry about a Dickie press conference and he's got some great people around him as well. Isn't it great to see Ted back in the old
Ted, Barnesy.
Barnesy is a cracker.
They all just
fucking
and you know
loose
what the
unit
players,
that guy is.
Yeah, he's amazing. The players just seem to, you can see some of the comments they're making, they seem to respect the coaches again. Like it's completely changed. Like they're actually in those sheds going, we will listen to you, we will do what you want. It's getting back to that Sonny Bill thing of we'll go out there and die for the jersey. I feel like that's coming back now. That's coming back.
And I don't think Dave is the kind of person that's going to be mates with anyone, It's, he's definitely a peg up, whereas I feel like Razor was just still a little bit young, naive, a little bit matey, a little bit like...
absolutely.
I feel like like after a game, the boys, all the players will be around, like at the pub and the club rooms, they'll be around the sort of stand-up bars and stuff, and they'll be having their pints of beer or whatever, or their Steinies or whatever. I reckon Razor will be the person that would be with them with the Steiny. I reckon Dave Rennie is in the corner with a lovely red wine or whiskey.
And his guitar.
Yeah, and his guitar. And he's got a little cigar or something, or a little durry hanging out his mouth, and it's just like a smoky, dark corner, And he's got Barnesy there with him, Jason Ryan.
Kind of what you expected from Hansen, from Shag, Yeah. Kind of similar thing. But those guys had a great camaraderie. There's that famous video of Conrad Smith and Martin Onu singing with Shag. You ever seen that one? Remember they're singing I can't remember what song it is. But it's a camaraderie, but then equally a fear and a willingness to impress your dad. Yeah.
It is. We keep coming back to this. It's the school teacher. Yeah. It's the school teacher energy. It's the student to school teacher dynamic. That's what really sings. And Dave's got it in spades, mate.
I'll have fun with you. For a bit, but at the end of the day, fucking do your work.
Yeah.
Shut
I'm
up
a fun
and do your
teacher,
work.
but if you don't do your homework, you're in trouble.
No, it's exciting, mate. And the team look. I mean, the All Blacks look like they've got their je ne sais quoi, a certain something back.
There's some magic to
really
come. You
good.
can feel the build.
Really
you
good.
can feel even in those 3 games. You look at France to Italy and then that Irish chest. Obviously, things started to click a little bit more. I think we've settled on a couple of positions that maybe were a bit iffy at the start. Old Ruben Love's obviously solidified his 10 jersey. Quinn in the 13 jersey. D-Mac at the back.
Can we talk about players finally playing in the positions they were meant to play? And the most obvious ones that have come out of the last few games are Will Jordan is a winger.
Yes,
this
and
fullback
a fucking world-class winger.
This fullback rubbish has finally got to stop. And that was, again, Robertson was intent on making him the best fullback in the world. I think he was just wrong. He still is a good fullback. It's just he's better last week
in the wing.
Yeah, sure, but he's not exactly, and he's not the best person in the team for the job. D-Mac last week showed why he's cemented what we've always said, mate, that he's played all his best games for the All Blacks at the 15 jersey. It's just
or in 22,
without a doubt. And look, and they give it to him, and look what he does. And it's because he doesn't have the pressure, mate. He doesn't have the pressure of being a 10, which we know time and time again, D-Mac hasn't excelled in that position. And so you just need to put him in a place where he can really do well. And man, he was man of the match. That was amazing.
Fucking awesome. Good
on him.
But it also says a lot to what that environment's like when you've got players that are able to perform like that and actually just have a little bit of freedom in it. That seems to have a little bit more freedom as well as structure. It's fucking awesome. It's so exciting.
Yeah, and timing might have something to do with it. Like Robertson could have played Love at 10, but maybe he felt even that Love wasn't ready at the time.
Well,
and then
I don't think Love was ready last year.
Love took the super season by the balls and obviously just crushed it
And didn't he
that
get
team
injured
around
last
him.
year? He got a little.
Yeah, he did. We got injured at the start of
this.
this. He got injured at the start of this year, mate, and a couple of times throughout. But he then had the confidence, and man, it's so good to see. You need someone who is just absolutely not cocky, but kind of a little bit like the confidence that Carter played with back in 2005 against the Lions.
But you think
that's the
Carter
kind of
was ever
confidence
cocky,
we need
though?
on the South African. No, he wasn't.
He
Well,
trusted his abilities, but I don't think he was
cocky,
was he?
No, not cocky, but he would have had a bit. He had a bit of a cock of the walk. He knew his abilities and he was confident to execute them on the field. That's the kind of stuff you see.
He just
with,
had fucking good
with
skills.
Love.
Yeah, Love's got the confidence.
Mate, he knows what he's got to offer, and if he gets given the opportunity, I love that he's
I love Love.
just taking it. I can't
Taking
see
the
him.
bull by the
You
horns.
can't see him moving out of the 10 jersey. Like how many times has that happened before?
This is
Not for a while.
it brings up an interesting question. Are we seeing the end of the Beauden Barrett era? Do you see him? Obviously, he's going to South Africa, and obviously, you know, we kind of want him to be in and around the All Blacks for up until the next year for the World Cup. You know, we want him in the environment there.
Yeah,
but man, how much longer? How much longer
around the environment?
How much longer can our coaches talk about how great it is to have Bodie there in the environment? On the training paddock. Is he the most overpaid tackle bag?
They say it like
drink
10
runner.
times.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. Like, yeah. It's,
mate, he is
like
the most overpaid high ball practice pad that the All Blacks have ever had. He is,
And
he's probably paid more than half the team that's on the field.
Exactly. And I have no doubt that he's going to be, you know, giving a helping hand to probably D-Mac as well as Ruben Love. I feel like maybe he'll be definitely propping him up.
Of
and
course.
given, you know, it'd be probably one of the
wisdom.
reasons why Ruben Love's able to do what he's doing. But, mate.
Oh, I would no doubt.
I don't. If Ruben Love and D-Mac stay fit, and we've got Richie Mo'unga obviously joining the fray after this South African tour.
Yeah.
Do you see Bodie starting a test for the All Blacks at 10? I mean, a test match. Sure, we'll probably see him against the Stormers or the
On
Bulls
the midweek
or something,
games.
you know, the midweekers. But he's...
But yeah,
we're
do you know
talking
what?
about Beauden
Potentially.
Barrett, World Player of the Year
Mate.
twice.
Yeah, but potentially.
It's the end.
You know, the Springboks are still starting Andre Pollard, mate. Like, who's to say that we can't start Beauden Barrett in test? But you know what? This is actually a good, I don't know if we want to segue, but is that Russie does this thing, right, where he's not afraid to start anyone for the particular test that's involved. And Rennie's come out and said that he's kind of essentially doing the same thing. He's not trying to find the perfect 15 to just move forward with. He's finding a team that will suit the particular game that they're going into.
Yeah.
And he's
Well,
kind
you'd
of
hope that
shown
they
that
all
in the
do
last
that,
few
right?
tests, and that's pretty
But that's
exciting.
the privilege. That's the privilege of having depth. You know, you got a few players that can play.
That's
in every
right.
position.
And and I think there's only two teams in the world that really truly have the ability to do that and have that depth, and it's us in South Africa for sure. I'd say maybe France.
Yeah, France seems to have
pretty good depth. There's nobody else. I mean, it shows certainly Ireland don't have that.
No, Aussie don't.
It shows that and Aussie certainly don't. Yeah, it's really interesting. So I don't know. Have we seen the end of Bodie? I don't know. I don't even think Bodie's there most of the time. I actually think it's all a cover.
It kind of seems like that. I think he had Bodie's little break, or Bodie's little rest. What was it called at the start of the Super season?
Bodie's little rest.
Yeah, Bodie's little rest. And
Bodie's
I feel like
rest,
he maybe just liked that little rest a little bit too much. Or maybe he sort of put his hand up and go, you know, Dave, mate, I've got the tests, mate. I don't really need to be playing these tests. So, you know, just give Ruben's ready. You know, give him a shot. D-Mac's loving
but they want
15 jersey.
Yeah.
Just
you don't.
It's
need
all good,
me,
mate. You don't need me.
You don't need me.
An old
And he
hand.
goes. But he's like, but you don't need me. But the fact that I'm there is great optics for the team.
Yes, great optics.
What I'm going to do...
And I love the money. Like, the money's great. So if I can just keep getting paid
money,
and
man.
not have to really
I've
play
had another
much.
baby. Hannah's riding me. I've got to keep that up. I think Bodie's on the All Blacks equivalent of the pension.
Yeah.
He's I reckon
also,
most of the time he's sunning himself on a beach somewhere, and he just has to turn up to the odd presser.
He's got to the stage of his career where he's got so much annual leave and sick leave backed up that the NZRU are asking him to just take some. Hey mate, no, you've got too much backed up. Can you just use some of your leave, mate? Yeah, pop off to Fiji for a couple of weeks, mate. You'll be right.
Yeah. You're right.
You're only on.
Pop up
you're
to
only
Celtic
on the
Cliffs for a couple of rounds.
Yeah, mate. It's on us actually. Yeah, we've got a meal ticket up there for you, mate.
And they tell the content team to stockpile like 3 or 4 weeks worth of content that makes it look like he's at training. Don't worry, mate. People will think you're there.
Well, I think what he does
the other
is probably...
day he posted it was a top-down shot of just his boots and a bottle of water against the grass. I'm like, that's the kind of content that says to me immediately, Beauden Barrett's not there.
He's on holiday.
He's off somewhere else.
Well, they've probably chucked up
could be anyone.
Up a green screen, mate, and like just when we've had kit day, and he's just gone and he's got a photo in every single of the training colorways and everything, and made sure there's probably about 5 or 6 colorways, right? So
then he turns up to the games, of course, so he can get photos in the dressing room, the changing room with the players after. It makes it look like he's there. But prior to that, he was away somewhere.
And you know what,
south.
mate?
He was up the mountain.
He's been off the paddock so much now that they've given him his own radio and earpiece. You know, it's actually Bodie. It's got his name on it. You know, the little mic pack has got Bodie written on it.
Two-way Bodie.
Yeah, there's a little two-way.
Yeah. It's a little number.
Yeah,
like the first.
He's starting to get a good little assistance kit. Like he's actually been on Amazon or he's been on Temu and got himself a little fanny pack with some supplies, a couple of plasters, a little what do you call them? A little pair of scissors or something, so he can help people put in their contacts or cut a little loose cotton off. You know.
Cut a loose cotton off. We start seeing him strapping people up. He becomes a medic. Like he does a massive career shift and becomes like one of the best rugby medics. You're like, I honestly never picked that. Do you think Beauden could be a coach one day? You know, like Tana and many others have done. Do you reckon? I don't know if that's quite his bag. He had so much advice to give.
There's something about him in his sort of later career. A bit shy, but also he's just a bit chill. I think he's actually quite a chiller. You know. I think he's just gonna.
He loves a Pinot.
He's just gonna waltz around the world playing golf. I think.
Yeah, he loves a knife fillet and a Bordeaux.
Yeah, he does.
At home in the kitchen. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, why wouldn't he? Surely he'll go off and play one, like Carter did for racing. He'll go and play a couple of just massive seasons, like earning like $2 million a season and just retire. Fucking hell. Yeah. He better.
And they'll have
the
kids will have a great time in France.
They will. And he loves his
wine. Would he go
wine.
France or would he go Italy?
Mate, no, he's going France. Well, he's done Japan, which might be slightly easier for them to get back to New Zealand if they feel they need to do that. But, mate, he's got his little wine group that he goes to. Surely he's going to France.
He's going to France. He's going to Bordeaux.
And he'll get a contract there. Absolutely. There'll be no problem at all. Yeah.
I mean, that just
he'll actually go to
Bordeaux. Probably do the same thing. I think he'll go to Bordeaux, yeah.
It'll be Jalibert, Matthew Jalibert and Beauden Barrett. One team would be a pretty handy handy bloody combo.
Which means Bodie will be, again, running the waters.
Yeah. He would.
Playing the odd game here and there, you know, coming off the bench. The
most expensive bloody water boy in all the world. But no, he is clearly offering... He'll be offering some great assistance to the rest of those players.
He's getting played
and the fact that we don't need him, mate, is incredible. But no, we'll see him. I wouldn't be surprised if we see him start a test as well in South Africa. And
I
we've
don't
got
know,
to
mate.
remember,
I don't
Mr.
think.
Ruben Love is prone to injury, mate. We nearly saw it. In fact,
He's under an injury cloud right now, isn't he?
I think so, and we've got to be careful. He's quite prone to it in his career. I think we definitely haven't seen the last of Beauden Barrett. To cut a very, very long piece of content short, we have not seen the last of Beauden. He's just biding his time, mate. And what they're doing is they're using him to basically blood Ruben and help.
Mate, he's going to be so well rested. He's going to be like he's going to be
maybe too well rested.
He's either going to be
like a
super
steak
lethargic.
that you've left out and it's gone cold.
Yeah.
You know, you've let it rest for just 15.
Yeah, it's got a little bit of rot. It's gone a bit grey.
The blood's
he's either
drained
going to
out.
be like a fucking ball out of the gate, or he's going to be a little lethargic. But yeah, Bodie, we love you, mate, and I'm sorry you haven't been getting the game time that you deserve, mate.
Yeah, but also enjoy that beach.
Enjoy
mate.
Fiji,
Enjoy
Fiji.
We know you're not there, mate. We know the game's up, the jig's up, mate. We know you're not really in All Blacks.
We know
camp.
you've been pretending.
Come on, it's obvious.
Just be honest with us.
But it is exciting. It is exciting, especially that Irish game was bloody great to watch. The straight attacking, running rugby, like running it from anywhere. Dave Rennie before the game going, we might have to kick a bit as part of the game plan, and then just deciding not to kick at all. And only when they needed to, kicking 50-22s here and there. It was exciting to watch, mate. And
who's your second winger?
What do you mean?
Obviously, you've got Will
with
Jordan
Will
on one side. Yeah, who are you picking
mate,
out of?
Morby is having
Morby's the one?
blinder.
Yeah.
And that's potentially the story of the year. That is amazing.
But it's kind of crazy because we
one
were
of the most
about
underrated
Fairhead.
wingers in Super Rugby.
We were talking about finishing on.
I know.
Finishing on awful for like
But
most of the
Fairhead's
Super
injured
Rugby
though,
season.
so
yeah, I understand, but
yeah,
Morby's just kind of
that's because he was leading the way. Yeah, Morby is. I love it because his work. His sort of going about his work in the background has paid off, and it's genius.
And he's
also the way he stepped into the All Black jersey was like seamless.
It's going to be hard for old Leroy to play his way back in. He's still a fucking great player, Leroy Carter. When he's back from injuries, he's going to be putting a little bit of pressure on Morby.
I mean, to be honest, you could sub.
And Caleb there as well.
I reckon
Caleb
you could sub
like Morby.
You could sub the two of them out, but there's something about Morby.
He's playing better than Caleb Clark has for the last couple of seasons, I think.
There's just something about you can just tell. It's like he's been there. It's like he's been there for a while. It's pretty great to see. So I'd be keeping with that combo. But we've got great wingers, right? We've always said you can sub wingers in and out per the game. It's
you
great.
know who else was really great and who's I've been really enjoying is old Luke Jacobson has really had a little renaissance.
Mate, yeah, of course, yeah. He's
and it's crazy because that's come straight from Dave Rennie. He's actually just gone. Nah, I fucking love this dude, and he's gonna be our seven because he's a workhorse.
And he also knows exactly how he wants him to play. So it's funny, It's just the pundits and the supporters sometimes just need to bite their tongue and go, let the cook cook, let the baker bake, as Charlie McDermott would say. At every restaurant to every waitress that comes up to us. I'm going to order the menu. Let the baker bake. He'll be listening to this as well. But you just got to let him cook for a bit. And he has kind of proven that his selections are smart, because he knows the kind of style of game that he wants to play, right?
But this is the thing as well. I like the way that he framed the loose forward selections as well. He's like, we've got all these fucking athletes. We've got the Satitis, we've got the Artie Savias, we've got the Peter Luckeyes, but you don't need them all on at the same time. We've got the Carifis, I think, and this is why Carifi probably missed out, because you actually just need those grafters as well who focus on the fucking clean out. You don't need someone being... You don't want... I don't know if 3 Artie Savias is the answer. We don't want to. You don't want to play that. You want to have.
And
just
if anything,
one,
you're getting back to a particular style of player, aren't you? And that pretty much as Richie McCaw and Sam Cane and any of the other sevens that for a while it was a particular style, wasn't it? It was a big engine, big grafter, big lumbering man, not like a super quick, agile super athlete,
always
but a person who had
tackle.
an engine that just went, and
hits
defensively were
hard.
massive. Yeah.
Think about how hard McCaw and Kane used to hit, and Jacobson's the same.
Kane was famously a defensive seven, like even more so than McCaw. He was just he was a machine. So they've gone back to that. Oh, I'll tell you the other thing that really got me excited. I've always had this thing, and I know I've talked to you about it, where I love trying to replicate the 2015 World Cup team when you and I were there watching that glorious occasion. And what they did in that final and a few games before is that they chose not to have a lock on the bench. And we saw that last week against Ireland. And something about it that I love. It's because they have people on the field that can play in the lineup.
Well, you had three locks on. Yeah, you had Vi on the side of the scrum. Yeah,
and then you're able to bring on two flankers to energize the game. And you don't have to have a big lumbering lock coming off the bench. I fucking love that. I've always wanted to get back to that position where you've got that versatility in that style of game, because it was always the way. I remember in the 2015 final, right, we had Kano and McCaw on the field, but then we were able to bring Sam Cane and Victor Vito both off the bench. And it was like, that was, I don't know, there's something about it that's always excited me. I don't know why.
Fabian Holland, speaking of locks, with Fabian Hollands, he's back. He's going to play for Otago. Who does he replace when he comes back in? Like, are we subbing off Paddy Toops? Are we subbing off Josh Lord?
I mean, you'd probably play Paddy Toops. And like indiscriminately, like you just like play him a little, like play him here and there and give him rests, because he's a bit of an older player.
Because remember, he did have
Lord
a massive
or Vi in Holland potentially if you're playing a different style of game.
Paddy Toops had a caved-in face.
He basically was a cyborg for a bit, wasn't he? He kind of looked like the Terminator. Just had his full skull on display. How is he back playing rugby?
I don't know, mate. It's crazy. But he's playing fucking well. He played amazingly well on the weekend. And Vi on the side of the scrum. I mean, that's obviously been something that we've been toying with for a couple of years, and it's working again. I really do love having him on the field. He's got that little bit of niggle that I love having in an All Blacks team.
He's great, and they'll pop him back. They'll pop him back into lock as well, and that's what I love. It's like some games there'll be a combination at the back three that means that Vi will be better suited to getting that 5 jersey again. Yeah, I mean it's so good. The depth there that Rennie's got to play with is fantastic. We're just gonna chung people left, right, and centre.
I'm kind of as much as I do love Cody Taylor, I kind of want there to be a game where we've got Omur starting and Tokiaho off the bench.
Yeah, or the other way around.
Yeah, or the other way around. But I want those two guys to play a game, because I just feel like that will just be relentless, because they're both so big and they're so athletic. It will, and
I'm sure we will see it. But also, it's the contrasting styles is exactly the reason why
I understand.
They have Taylor and one of those guys play, right, because you need the yin and yang of that situation, and especially the leadership of
no, for sure.
Cody.
He's an old head.
Still is amazing,
and you need someone.
And then
to
sometimes
lead the
he just has those. Yeah, you think that's the only reason they keep him around?
Wasn't that?
Oh fuck! Well, who else have we?
Oh wait, we've got no one else.
No, you just need that's a perfect situation. Start him off with the veteran, and then get Omua's just. I mean, he's just a beast at the moment, isn't he? Coming off the back of that Kane season.
Do you think he's happy with that nickname? Would you be happy being called the Beast?
Well, he's not the first front rower to have the name, unfortunately.
I know, but I don't know, man. But I feel like we should be a little nicer to him and give him a nicer nickname.
Mate, I think beast is a wonderful term of endearment. I think calling someone like him a beast is a beautiful thing to say. I think he goes, yeah. What would you call him?
Oh, he's a fucking
if
beast.
not beast.
No, I just feel like
fucking beast is like I reckon fucking beast in our country is a genuine compliment, mate. He's a fucking beast. That means he's the top of the top. He is amazing at what he does. And he's also a very large person.
I feel like, I feel like it doesn't do him right physically, you know. It's a bit mean to be calling someone a beast, because it has these physical connotations of being a little bit ugly or just a little bit big and sort of burly, you know.
That's so funny you say that. I think it means he's
literally
perfectly...
Beauty and the Beast, mate.
Yeah, but mate, that's one beast. Okay? That's just an example of one beast.
But you think about like an animal. You think about when you call an animal a beast, it's usually some out of proportion fucking like hairy ass big thing.
It's not like true.
Fucking
it's not true.
Country.
When you see a beautiful when you see an amazing bull standing out in the field, you don't go, oh Christ, look at that beast. You go, look at that beast. What a beast. Now that's a beast. That's the kind of stuff. That's the kind of stuff people are saying about Omua. They're going.
They're not going.
What a spectacle of a man! Like they're not
going. Fuck. He's a bit of a beast. He's a bit of a
no.
He's a bit of
no,
a,
mate,
a bit of a beast.
And you, to be honest, you kind of actually use it in like in the work environment too, right? Or when someone's really good at something,
you go straight to HR. You go,
Christ. Now you go, hey, have you heard about old Rajab? So, oh, mate, he's a beast, eh? Like, he'll do something really well, or like he goes hell for leather at something.
Yeah, he's a hard worker. He's a fucking beast. He's
always first
to get there, last to leave. He's a beast.
Yeah, he's a beast. I think beast is a massive compliment in New Zealand. I actually think beast is if someone called me a beast, I'd be like, really? Beast? Me? Oh, thanks.
Yeah,
that's really nice.
No, man. I feel like we could
call me a beast, but
we could do better. I'll get my thinking cap on. What else is a nicer name? Like, I'm just thinking like nicer.
Well, I mean, they called Mark Allen Bull back in the day. You know, another Hurricanes front rower, and he was Bull Allen. I'd rather be called. I mean, a beast. I don't think people go around the changing room. I don't think they go around the changing room going, "Hey, beast." They're not calling him beast to his face.
What about like a specimen? He's a specimen.
Yeah,
he's a work of art.
Well, that's what I think they're saying is that, you know, my grandma in Gisborne used to have this weird picture. Her and my grandfather used to have a weird painting above the dining table of a naked woman, a topless woman riding a bull amongst a whole lot of other bulls. It was a real strange painting that I remember it vividly from my childhood, potentially because of the tits. But
of course, mate.
It was on this
you would have done the triple tack. You would have been like...
Yeah, I'd have been like trying to pretend to eat my mashed potato while not look up at it.
You got a stiffy at the dining table, didn't you?
But I remember the shiny...
Eating your bangers and mash,
shiny muscular... eating the shiny muscular shape of the bull, and it was like, you know, it was an artwork, and that's Omua. But we are going on about him, comparing him to a cattle. Oh, we got to stop.
If he's the bull in that situation, is what have we got? Is Ruben Love the naked lady?
Definitely
riding the beast.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. I'm not saying that's ever happened or will ever happen. But surely after one game, surely after the World Cup final in 2027, when we've lifted that trophy, Ruben Love just starts riding a suffer around the field.
Jesus. Anyone else stand out for you, mate? Anyone else that we wanted to talk about in these three tests?
Oh, I mean, a lot of people stood up. I mean, I think Xavier Mia's having a great time.
Geordie and
Lomax
Tupai. Sold on that midfield combo.
Yeah.
Billy didn't
stuff Geordie Barrett things Geordie
Didn't
Barrett
really
was
put
doing
his
in that
hand up.
game just cements how good he is, man, at 12. And Quinn was injecting an energy that was just so good. Yeah. They're a great midfield combo, I think. Yeah. I wouldn't change it, but also bringing Billy in every now and then is great. It's just that Quinn has a much more direct running style than Billy. You know, Quinn just goes up the guts. And I think
he runs hard lines. Yeah, he's just fucking, he's a beast.
It's great, but again, depending on the game, bring on. Stop it. Yeah, I mean, there's some fantastic players. It's certainly, I'm excited about South Africa, mate. I go, this is going to be an amazing tour. All those games that they're playing, 7 games, I think it is. It's going to be so good.
Who's coming in? So we had 30-something players for the squad for these last few tests, and we've got maybe another 5 or 6 people to slot in. First name is probably obviously going to be Rico. We're going to have Rico there. Who else?
And we're going to have Dupes. We're going to have Dupes.
Yeah, Dupes, definitely. I see
Dupes
he's
will come in.
Looking at his social media. He's definitely not taking a rest. He's training his ass off right now, getting ready.
Yep. There'll be a few people that come in for sure. How many are they taking? Are they taking 40?
44. I think it's 44.
Man, so there's like another 10 players to come in. I mean, there's going to be, There's Finlay Christie will probably come in.
Yeah, we'll get another.
Because I know he's been in the wider training camp. I mean, yeah. There's a fair few people still that we're going to see get some great game time, which is awesome. It's so good. What an opportunity, because it never comes around. Like, when's the last time we did a tour like that with that many? It just doesn't really happen.
No, not for a long, long time.
The last time is 996, isn't it?
Yeah, that's right.
That's the last time. Jesus.
Do you think the South African tour is kind of taking a little bit of shine off the Bledisloe? Are we still going to have as much emphasis on? Like, I'm worried about taking the foot off the pedal when it comes to the Bledisloe Cup.
I'm not worried. I'm sorry, but as much as Australia are trying their darndest, the Wallabies, but it's like, you're not, again, unless there's a 3-match series, you're not winning the Bledisloe this year. It's just not going to happen. I'd be surprised if you managed to win a game. But do you think it's going to?
Well, I'm just worried
they've got to play Japan. They've got a game against South Africa as well in September. But they actually haven't got that many games until the Nations Cup part, the northern part of the Nations Cup, where they go and play Wales and England and Ireland, I think, maybe. No, they've played Ireland.
I guess it's weird. The only thing I'm worried about is that we've got this big fucking thing in South Africa, which is great. Their biggest rivalry, greatest rivalry to it, and it's great. But
the greatest rivalry, mate.
Yeah, we just can't forget about the Bledisloe. It's important to keep it. I don't want to lose it.
No, mate.
It's been locked up for a long fucking time now.
I know, but I think you're not giving it equal weight. I mean, the Bledisloe's great, but there isn't any risk. But we need to go to South Africa and we need to look at winning this tour. And I would rather, if you had to lose, I seriously think we can win it.
If you had to lose that tour or lose the Bledisloe, which would you choose?
I'd lose the Bledisloe.
Come on, man.
Mate, it's been 24 years or something. It's been 24 years. I would love Australia to win the Bledisloe. It would be single-handedly the great, or 2 hands probably you need on that trophy. It would be double-handedly the best thing to happen in Australian rugby for 2 decades.
You need to leave this podcast and take a good look in the mirror, mate. And you need to sort your shit out and wash your mouth out.
What are you talking about, mate?
You need to put a bar of imperial leather down the back of your bloody throat and wash it out.
Up your backside.
Up your backside. No, you don't need to wash your bum, mate.
Oh,
you might. You do need to wash your bum.
Sorry, no, that was a metaphor for washing my mouth.
No, you don't need to wash.
But you don't talk out your asshole, do you?
You are right now, with this fucking Bledisloe Cup shit. You need to sort it out, mate. You can't take your eye off the prize.
Mate,
We need
I
the
think it's a
silverware.
fair... Is that not... Hang on. That's a fair trade-off, mate. You're saying the greatest rivalry in rugby, we could have the opportunity to win a tour in South Africa, and you're saying you'd trade it for another year of winning the Bledisloe after this many years.
No, I'm not trading
Come
it.
on.
I'm not trading it. I'm just saying that I don't want to lose the fucking Bledisloe, all right?
I never want to lose a Bledisloe, but after 24, what would become, 24 years, I would happily see Australia take one out. And in fact, I hope to God that they do win it in the next couple of years, because how long can this go on as a dead rubber? It's not exciting. It takes the shine off it a bit. I think what's great about the South Africa tour is nobody really knows what's going to happen. I think both teams acknowledge that anyone could win this. I think the South Africans are pretty cocky. There's some chat going around that's pretty well and truly like South Africa have got this sewn up.
It's pretty hard to beat any of these international teams at home. You know, it always gets a lot harder. And when you go into South Africa, it's a long fucking way, mate. Yeah. It's like when they come here or go to New Zealand.
Mate, it's a long way. It's an awkward part of the world.
Advantage.
Yeah. And that, mate, they are playing pretty good rugby still. Of course they are. Like, they're still the same great side. But it's the greatest rivalry. It's the two best teams in the world, clearly by a country mile, I would say. And they're going to go at it, and it's going to. We said this before. It's going to be the true test of if anybody out there wants to really watch some real rugby being played, watch a few of these tests in South Africa with the All Blacks, because it's going to be good. It's not going to be one-sided. It's going to be a massive battle. I cannot wait for it. It's amazing. The depth that the teams have got, the way they choose to play the game, it's exciting.
So Monday we've got. I was looking at when the squad's getting announced. 44 player squad.
Oh yeah, no, the squad's
Monday
the
27th.
Yeah.
So I think we don't have another game for a wee while, right? When's our next game?
Oh, in a couple of weeks. It's in August. I think it's the 10th of August or something, isn't it? Like that.
Yeah, and that's the Stormers. We do the
first.
Like we do the minnow teams first, right? We do the old Super Rugby teams first.
We do two old Super
Stormers,
teams first.
Bulls.
Then we play one test. No, sorry. Then we play.
Yeah, it must be one test and then
two
another.
Tests, and then we play the Lions in between a test, and then we play like another one at the end. I think we play 3 in a row, then we play the Lions, and then have another one or something. It's kind of strange, because isn't one of the South Africa tests is in the US, right?
In Baltimore, isn't it?
It's it's in Baltimore, which is so that's I guess that's strange, but it is it's going to be interesting. Hey mate,
have a wee trip
one
to
thing we
Baltimore
haven't talked
cards.
about. Yeah, we could, watch The Wire before we go.
Yeah,
get into it. Hey, one thing I want to say before we go.
What is it, mate?
It's bloody pissed me off. I'm gonna go on. It's one of Gary's grumbles. This ref blaming and some of the behaviour toward the referees.
Over
the last couple of weeks has been absolutely disgusting. What the fuck are they up to? Like the Argentinians haranguing Angus Gardner, shoving him around,
Angus.
Yelling in his face. Like,
mate,
we know. Look,
that.
he gave out 7 yellow cards as he is.
But he loves playing cards.
He's pretty card happy.
He's a card shark, you know.
He's a card shark. He loves it. And look, and he can be a bit of an unusual man sometimes, I think, Angus Gardner, but nobody deserves that kind of shit. And surely they've got to step in and have a word to those Argentinians about that, because that's just that, mate. You can't do that shit.
But
I don't
it's
think
also
I've ever
not.
seen that
Did you
before.
see what happened
That's
in the
next
football
level.
World Cup final against Spain?
Well,
after
yeah,
the whistle?
but you expect it from the football.
What's going on?
They abuse those refs. Those refs get abused all the time, which is
they were abusing the other team.
Why are you doing this?
Fight. They had a fight
That's
after
right.
the
They
game.
had a big fight at the end because they lost.
Ridiculous.
You just got to wonder, but there's no place for it. It was pretty shocking to see when I was watching the replay. I was like, this is out the gate. And then the whinging from the Irish going on about how Nic Berry had one of the worst officiating performances. And I'm sorry, first of all, Nic Berry is a stand-up guy. I've got a lot of time for Nick. He's a lovely dude.
He's got amazing skincare routine.
He's the best-looking ref on the circuit, no doubt, with his lovely do and his jacked shoulders. And he's only a slight man. But he's a bloody good referee as well. And you know what I always say on this pod? I hate the ref blaming, mate. Only the losing team moans about the ref, and they do it because they failed to turn up, they made too many mistakes, and the other team applied so much pressure that they get the rub of the green, right? You make your own luck. Decisions go the way of the winning team, the way Irish of the team with momentum. Rugby is a game of momentum, you know? I don't know how you can possibly...
They're very good at whinging, the Irish. I mean, they love a little whinge, you know?
They love the backs against the
talented
wall, just making it hard for themselves. But, you know, it's like, how have they not figured out that that's how rugby union is played now? The ref doesn't make the decisions for you on the field. The whole idea of rugby union and the way the rules are played is that you create enough pressure in the game that those 50-50 calls go your way. Because that's actually how the game is played. It's not league. You build pressure to the extent that you get forward momentum and calls go in your favour. I mean, it's been like that since the dawn of time. I don't know why people are failing to understand that that's how it works. And don't bitch and moan if you drop the ball
mate?
15 times and miss 32 tackles. No, I'm kind of sick of it.
You done? You okay? You feel better?
Yeah, I'm finished with the grumble. Yeah, thanks.
All right, well, I feel like that's all we've got time for.
Hey, we love you, Nick.
Today.
We love you, Nic Berry.
And we love you, Nic Berry. Yeah, we've got your back, mate. We've always got your back, Nick.
Yeah, we've got your back, mate. We've got your back. That's all we've got time for today. Hey, we'll be back. We'll be back next week. Okay, all right, jeez. Okay, he's kicking me off. Did you see that? For all of you listeners, he's trying to get me out of here.
You've had enough, mate. You've had enough.
You've had enough to drink. You're cut off.
You're cut off.
You're cut off.